everyone, myself Gayatri Bajpayee. In this video we will learn what is binomial theorem and their expansion and also what is binomial series. Before going to start, just I want to tell you why I am making the video on this topic. In the previous video I was making on the topic of error and my last topic was the combination of error. So when I was making the video on the combination of error, I just was studying the things. If you are combining the two dimensions and both the dimensions are having the error, so how can we combine the errors? So they are telling, they have proven for all, for summation, for subtraction, for multiplication. So, but for division they have not proven. They have told like that. Similarly you can prove. So I thought that it's okay. Similarly I can prove. Just I have to try. So I have tried that. And I have started to prove that, but I was not able to do in the similar way as he has told in that book. So something is there which we have to search for that. Then after some search I have found that they have used some binomial series. In that they have told if it is you are having the form in the form of 1 minus x in the power of minus of n, whatever power that is having the negative integer, then x should be less than 1 and that time your partial sums become to the series. So why this is happening? So for that I was searching for the binomial theorem and all. Then I found they have given one formula and use if you are having the form of x plus y to the power of n. So if n is 1, 2, 3, 4, okay, you can directly find the expansion. But and also you can use the Pascal's triangle, that I will also tell you this video. And but if it is n is very high power, then it is very difficult. So for that they have given a formula, and I just wanted to find from where the formula has come, and I found that also, that I will also explain you through this video. So how they made this in a generalized form, but my main aim was to find when it is having the negative integer, then how can we find that? So okay, for that I have found, and also why x should be less than 1. Then I found one paper in which the provement has given, and they have told like that why. So for that they have used geometric series. So okay, actually I just wanted to tell you what is exactly the use of this binomial series, what is the binomial expansion, and why we are using this binomial theorem. Okay, now let's start. Okay, now binomial theorem, what it says? It says if you are having the expression like this form, so how can we expand it? Okay, up to some limit we can expand it directly, but after that how can we expand it? So just we see, for if n equals to 0 or n equals to 1 or n equals to 2, n equals to 3 or n equals to 4, then how can we expand it directly or by using Pascal triangle? So that I will tell you what is the Pascal triangle. So first I will tell you if it is in a simple way, if directly I am expanding it. So if n is equals to 0, then time x plus y the power of 0 which is equals to 1, and if n equals to 1, that time x plus y power 1, it can be written as x plus y. If n equals to 2, then we can write it x plus y to the power of 2. So this term I have to write 2 times because power is 2. Similarly for n equals to 3, x plus y the power of 3. So we have to write this term 3 times. Okay. And if n is equals to 4, that time x plus y to the power of 4, and we can write it 4 times. 4 terms this will be there. Okay, x plus y like this. Then first we will solve this expansion through the Pascal triangle. So okay, what is Pascal's triangle? Pascal's triangle. Okay, Pascal triangles start from n equals to 0, I mean from 1. So n equals to 0, if you are taking just like x equals to 1 and y equals to 1. So it will be for n equals to 0, 1 plus 1 to the power of 0, which will be 1 only. But when 1 plus 1, the power of 1, then it will be 2. So the addition should be 2 in that line. So here Pascal triangles is moving like in the form of triangle. So here we will see in our right hand side nothing is there, in left hand side nothing is there. So we will write to the right hand and left hand side of this number, whatever is given. So in the left hand side if I writing, so nothing is there, so 0 plus 1 will be 0, it will be 1, and 1 plus this 0, right hand side nothing is there, that will be 1. So this is equals to 2. So addition of this line is 2. Now the third term, when 1 plus 1 will square, so it will be how much? It will be 4. And the way of making this line, this triangle is same. Now again we have to see left hand side, nothing is there. So 1 plus 0 equals to 1. Now here right and left both the side 1 is there. So this will be 2. And here nothing is there. So it will be 1. Similarly, and the addition of this line is 4. For 1 plus 1 whole cube. So it will be 8. So now again 1, 2, sorry, it will be 3. 1 plus 2 is 3. 1 plus 2 is 3. And then 1. Okay. For 4, 1 plus 1 power of 4. So it will be 16. Again it is 1. 3 plus 1 is 4. 3 plus 3 is 6. 3 plus 1 is 4. And this. Like that we can keep on increasing. Make this huge triangle as your n is increasing. So okay. Now by using this Pascal triangle, how can we expand that? So x, 1 dot x plus 1 dot y. So these are the coefficients. Is showing the coefficients. 1x, 1 dot y. And by using this line, we can make for x plus y square. So it will be x square 1 dot plus 2xy plus 1 dot y square. So coefficient like 1 to 1. 1 to 1. And it should, there are two terms, so it will be always in second order. And here there are 3 terms, it will be 3 terms. Okay, so how can we write? So 1 3 3 1, it means x cube plus x square y plus y square x plus y cube. So here 3 3, here it is 1, and here also 1. So 1 3 3 1. So like that expansion is there. Similarly for power 4. So we can use this n equals to 4 line by the Pascal's triangle. So it will be x square x to power of 4, because here the 4 terms are there. So x to power of 4 plus here some constant, here some constant, it will be x cube y plus here sub constant, it will be x square y square plus here some constant, it will be y cube x and plus y to the power of 4. So the constant, just put the constant from the Pascal triangle. 1, 4, 6, 4 and 1. So this is one way. And another way we can multiply it and directly we can solve, we can expand that. So just take one example of this. If x plus y whole square is there, so directly also we can multiply it, x plus y into x plus y. So it will be, if you multiply x with this x, so it will be x square, then xy plus xy, then y with this x, then again xy, then y with this y. So it will be y square. So we can write it x square plus 2xy plus y square. So what are the coefficient? 1 to 1, which is same 1 to 1. Similarly we can do for the cube, for the 4, but okay, up to some limit we can do, but it should be in a generalized form. Pascal triangle also is okay. We can simply now again add 1, 5, then 10, 10, 5, 1. Okay, but how much we can expand it this triangle also? And in a similar way, you have to start from 1 always. So it is difficult to solve for the high order. So they have made, binomial has made one generalized form. How to make that generalized form? So this is the Pascal triangle and these are the equations just I have written. So similarly I can solve through the direct way and Pascal triangles way. Okay, now I just want to try it how to make in a generalized form. So okay, if I will go for the generalized terms, if n terms are there, then how can we find that? So how to expand this expression? Up to n equals to 1, 2, 3, 4, we can solve through the Pascal triangle, we can solve it directly, we can expand it directly. But if it is high power, suppose these are n terms. So x plus y into x plus y into x plus y, like that we have written this n times. Okay, x plus y. So they are total n terms. Okay. So if I want to choose x from each terms, okay, I can choose it. So I can choose x from first term, then x from second term, then again x from third term, and next for each term I have chosen x like that. Okay, and then at the last term I have chosen y from each terms. Okay, y like that I have chosen y from each terms. Now I just take one arbitrary term, something, but we have to choose something from each terms. Okay, but we can choose arbitrary, just like I can choose x from first term, then again x from second term, but y from third term, something arbitrary, anything I can choose, and then again y, then x, then x, then again x, then y, like that some arbitrary term we made. At the end something from last term I have chosen y, like that. So this term will become x to power of n, and this term become y to the power of n, because y you have chosen n times. Okay, now in between I have chosen this type of arbitrary type of term. So it may possible you have choose k times the x from this n terms. Okay, so or y k times from this n terms. So okay, so you can write it y to power of k. It means k times you have chosen the y from this n terms. Okay, and then how many times you have chosen x? Whatever rest are there, because we have to choose and from the each term something, x or y, anything we have to choose from the each terms. If you have chosen x or y, so x how many will be there? N minus k terms of x will be there. Okay, so now this type of the combination, how many times we can make this type of combination from this n term? So for that what you are doing? You are doing how to combination, permutation and combination we have studied. So this type of combination how can be made? So when we are choosing y k times, so how can we choose this k times y from this n term? Then how many combination can we make like this? So that will be n c k. Okay, so this is a generalized term. They are writing in this way also, n k, like this. Okay, and x the power of n minus k and y the power of k. So for that we can take one example. How can we make this combination? How many ways to make this type of the combination? So suppose we can take some simple example where x plus y the power of 4. Okay, like here power of n, here we are taking power of 4. Okay, so x plus y into x plus y, like that we can write it 4 times. Okay, so as we have written here n terms, so they are how many terms? 4 terms. Okay, so if I am making the combination of like this, x square y square, this type of combination. So how many times we can make this type of the combination? So how many ways are there? So how can we choose from these 4 terms? So okay, here x square, so y square, it means k is equals to 2 and x will be how much? N minus k. So the power of n minus k, the whatever power is there. Okay, so this is 4 minus 2 which is equals to 2. Now how many ways will be there to make this type of the combination, this type? So first way, if I will choose from here, here, but not from here and here. So one way is there, another way, second way, if I am choosing from here but not here, not here and here. This is one way, and the third way we can choose it from here, not here, from here, then again not from here. And the fourth way, I am not choosing from here, I am choosing from here, here and here. So there are total, and some more ways will be there. Okay, fifth way will be there. If I am choosing from here, but here and then not here and then here, and one more way will be there. Sixth way also is possible there. If I am not choosing from first, not choosing from second, and last 2 I am choosing. So there are total 6 ways to make this type of combination. So how you have chosen? You are choosing N, C, K. K is what? 2. So I can write it here, N, C, K. So here there are 4 total terms and we are choosing K is 2. So it will be factorial 4 divided by factorial 2 and 4 minus 2 and minus K, that is 2 only, factorial 2. So this will be how much? This you are 4 into 3 into factorial 2. So it will be factorial 2 into 2. You cancel out this and 2 times. So it will be 6. There are total 6 ways. So we are choosing this type of the combination. How can we choose? So there are one example in which it is clear how we are choosing from n terms. The similar way we are making this type of combination. How can we change? How many ways to make this type of combination? That is NCK ways. So it is a generalized terms. So if you are adding all these equations, so we have to make in a summation form. Okay, when we are making in a generalized form. So how it will look? Summation form start from K0 where we are not choosing any y. Okay, then this is the formula, generalized formula for expansion if this type of form x plus y to the power of n, and k is started from 0 to n. This is the form k started from 0 to n and k. Write this NCK. Okay, and this is also NCK. So we can write it 5 to the power of k and x to the power of n minus k. Either y to the power of n minus k or x, anything we can choose it, and anyway we can solve it and answer will be the same expansion will come. So this is called this is the formula. Actually they have made the generalized formula for the binomial expansion. Okay, so this is we have seen when n is positive integer is there. When n is negative, n is a negative integer, then what will happen? Negative integer. So how can we solve that? It means x plus y to power of minus n. So what is the criteria behind that? How can we solve it? Okay, that we will see.